I wanted to say happy birthday to her on air.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. It's like double nickels, 55 this year. So
You wouldn't even be able to tell. More like 35, 35.
I'm loving that. Let me tell you.
Well, listen, thank you first off for talking to us on your birthday. I know this birthday is probably not like how you normally celebrate. Is this a
No,
different birthday for you?
it is. It's very, very different. Of course, Will and I are abiding by the order. We are sheltering in place. We
Yes.
are staying as safe as we possibly can. And, of course, at the top of this year, we were planning to be away in Florida this weekend for my birthday. Everything changed. And so it's different. Even just the idea of now realizing that I will never ever take for granted the
Yes.
opportunity to go sit down even at Wendy's or McDonald's if I want to.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but what I have really reflected on this week is that things are different enough where you now realize what's really important. And so today, the biggest gift that I can have is what God has given me, and that is to be alive and in good health. And
That's
so
good.
I am grateful for that.
Well, listen, first I want to talk about, as I said with Micah Stampley, we can't talk about Soar Radio without talking about the Soar Awards. You
Yes.
were there the first year you got the Trailblazer Award, and you've been there every year since. I don't know if we've ever spoke to you since then or about it, but can you just tell us, maybe for people that never have been, what has the experience coming from Rockford been like experiencing the Soar Awards every year?
It's been an amazing experience. And of course, being born and raised in Rockford and still residing in the area, the idea that we would have so many of the great gospel singers and celebrities. I mean, the talent that so many of us have enjoyed and listened to, either via radio or, at award shows that we normally would have to wait and see on television. It has just been a dream come true, and it's been a blessing. And so, Will and I, we are excited every single year. We are, as I've said to you so many times, we are just so very proud of you. And this is just not the norm. This is not what we would normally expect to see in the city of Rockford. So I think it's much bigger than most people ever imagined
Man,
that we have here.
and
So
I want to say first, I'm doing nuggets all throughout the show. I announced that next year it's going to be March 8th here in Rockville, Illinois, at Heartland again. But I also want to announce Kimberla will be a presenter that year.
yes,
So we're
yes.
very excited about that. Well, listen, enough about that. I want to talk about one thing that we love. You've been shooting books out for a really long time, but your newest
Mhm.
book is different. Tell
Yeah.
us why it's different and tell us a little bit about the new project.
Yeah, so very, very different. Been writing now for 25 years as of last month, and I released 27 novels. So my entire career had been centered around fictional stories. I did always tend to still write about real life issues, just doing it in a fictional format. But with this book, this is my first nonfiction title. It's called The Woman God Created You to Be: Finding Success Through Faith, Spiritually, Personally, and Professionally. And this was not a book that I wanted to write. I didn't plan to write. And once God laid it on my heart and just in my spirit, I still sort of ignored that
Mm.
call to write it. And I think it was so much more because of the unknown and not really feeling as comfortable writing nonfiction as I had with fiction. That is what my real worry was. But I woke up with it every single day, and I went to bed with it every single day. And what I tell everyone now is that God does get what he wants. He will get it. You can do it the nice way and the willing way, or, you'll have to go through lots of discomfort. And I went through that for a couple of years, and then finally made the decision to write the last fictional book and then start writing this book last year in January 2019. And then now here it is published. So
And so many people have been gravitating. It's nothing. It's interesting, and I think it's probably rewarding too when you can do something independently.
yes, and that's the other thing. So many people still don't know that I did not submit this to my publisher. I decided to publish this independently at with my same company that I used to publish my very first book when I wasn't able to find an agent or an actual publishing house to offer me a deal and to acquire the work. And so it has been a wonderful journey. It's interesting to think how I was so fearful of this entire process and writing this nonfiction book and then now publishing it through my own company has been one of the most enjoyable writing and publishing experiences I've ever had.
Got you, and you know, and you can tell, just you know, the fact how people are gravitating to this. I've seen as well. Tell us what's next. I mean,
Mhm.
you've done everything, but what's next for you?
That's the thing. So I've been getting a lot. I ended my Reverend Curtis Black series, and so I've had lots of readers still contacting me even now, saying, will you continue it? Maybe you just needed a break, and you didn't know you needed a break, and so. But that was the very end of that when that book, the final in the series, was released in 2018. That was actually the final book in the series. So I won't say that I won't write other standalone titles
Hmm.
in fiction, because that may come in the future. But right now, for the remainder of 2020, I really want to focus on this book and just my entire purpose, which is helping every woman that I can become all that God has created her to be.
Well, listen, thank you so much for continuing to be faithful and giving us great content and providing for women and men of fire. And, you know, just thank you for, I'll say personally, for in this city being a trailblazer and showing that you can still live here, you can still
Yeah.
do everything, and you can still reside here and
Yes.
accomplish a lot. Because I think sometimes we don't get our credit in Rockford.
No, no, many times we don't. We have such great talent here. So many people are doing so many different things. And even if you don't hear about it, there are just many, many people throughout the city. And so I just appreciate that. I appreciate you and everything that you're doing. I hope that you will continue to do it. And this is still, I know you have been doing this for several years now, but you're still sitting at the first table, the way my grandmother used to say, because there are so many great things that you are still going to go on and do.
Well, I receive it. It's coming. Tell everybody how they can get connected with you social media.
Yes, social media, facebook.com / Kimberla Lawson Roby, Instagram.com / Kimberla Lawson Roby. I'm also on Twitter and LinkedIn, and my website is kimroby.com, KIMROBY.
Well, once again, happy birthday. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you.
time to talk to us on your birthday. I'm hoping Will is celebrating you in a big way.
Yeah, he is. He very much is. And so it's been a great weekend thus far.
You guys have been great to us. We love you. Me and my wife both send our wishes to both of you guys. Love you. Thanks for talking to us.
All right. Take care. Thanks so much.
All right, listen, we're keeping things moving. Our next caller will be calling in soon, but while we're waiting for her, don't forget to sew into the party. I know we couldn't be here in person, but we are here virtually, and I'm so excited about you guys. So if you